The new year, it's time for another video. Salvation Army Comic Haul. All the comics that I've found at the local Salvation Army. As of January 2017, it's going back quite a ways, several years now. I think these are all the ones that I found there. I mean, I didn't buy all these at once. And I made a couple of videos earlier, this same thing, but those were done with my phone, so the quality wasn't so good. So I thought I'd redo it. So let's get started. Again, these were found several different times. No particular order. Marvel, Super Special, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, one of my all-time favorite movies. My dad took me to see this when it first came out, and I was just blown away. This was 59 cents. Really nice condition for the magazine. Say it's still very good to find. And yeah, I made it so none of the actors. I mean, Richard Dreyfuss' character doesn't really look like that. I mean, that's supposed to be Richard Dreyfuss, his character there. You can see he doesn't look anything like him. And they didn't spoil it by they don't show what the actual aliens look like in here. You can see kind of like a silhouette of them, but not really good detail what they look like. The last page, almost last page, where he goes aboard the mothership and leaves. And I think that at the same time that I got that, I also found this. Call the Barbarians magazine, issue 3, and I think this lasted only 3 issues. Again, this was also 59 cents. A very nice painted cover with Call and Solomon Kane and Red Sonja. Sorry for the glare. Ouch. Found this just by itself, I think. I don't remember if I bought any other comics at the same time I bought this. Miracle Man from Alan Moore. This is book 1, and I don't remember how much I paid for this, but it probably wasn't more than $2. The only issue of this series I have. Batman, Dark Knight. Wait a minute, what was that called? This is called Dark Knight Returns. But this particular issue is called Dark Knight Triumphant. Book 2. Again, I don't remember how much I paid for this one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Batman Dark Knight. Okay. Not sure why I bought that. It must have been pretty cheap. Because I know I read that series and I didn't think too much of it. To be honest, I think it's kind of overrated. But that's just my opinion. Now, trying to get the damn book back in the damn bag. Next up, Watchmen, issue 1. I'm pretty sure this is the first printing. I think I'm going to send this to CGC sometime. Just have it slabbed, because I don't plan on keeping it. I didn't buy I didn't buy more than 1 issue. I don't remember if they had all 12 issues or not. They had quite a bit of them, but this was the only one that I bought. And no, I've never read the entire Watchmen story. I should be ashamed of myself. Reaching down to get my glass of water here. Next up, we have, and this was, they had a a plastic big plastic tote with was just full of comics, and I went through and found dug through the whole thing and found some. Maybe $1 each on these. Defenders, issue 125. Defenders 152, which is the last issue of the original series. Here's one I can remember having when I was a kid. I don't remember where the hell I got it, so I was delighted to find this again. Had this back in my collection. Howard the Duck, issue 13, which I think was the first appearance of Kiss. Not sure if the Marvel, Marvel did I think it was the Marvel Super Special. It was all Kiss. That might have came out before this one. Not sure. Found a bunch of Dread Stars. I can remember my brother reading. He used to buy Epic Illustrated every month for a while, and I think Dread Star started in that. I thought it was kind of a cool story. And as much as I like Jim Starlin, I don't know, this particular series just doesn't really do it for me. I only read the first 3 issues, but I decided just to hold on to them. Again, I can't remember if these are... Which one of these... Most of these here are ones that I got from the Salvation Army. Some of them might have already had, but anyway. Issue 2. Again, I think these were $1 each. Issue 3. I don't know, I might try reading these again sometime. Issue 4. Issue 5. Again, this is the original series, first series. Started from Epic Comics. Issue 6. Issue 7. Went to the trouble of digging these all out. Now when I finish this video, I'm going to have to go to the trouble of putting them all back where they go. Issue 9. Issue 10. Issue 11. Issue 12. And here we have Red Star Annual. And I'm pretty sure this is one I already had. I don't think this came from Salvation Army. This is for the first comics of the Dread Star series, issue 30. Now we have Sword of Solomon Kane, 6 issues. I think I only have maybe 2 issues of this. I really like the, this is issue 1. I really like the Savage Sword of Solomon Kane. Dark Horse put out, I think it was, just 1 volume. Collects the Solomon Kane stories from Conan the Barbarians, and I think there's some that ran in Savage Sword of Conan. Found both of these at the same time. 59 cents a piece for issues 2 and 3 of a Red Tornado miniseries. I still have been able to find, not been able to find issue 4, the final one. Here's issue 3. I've always liked Red Tornado. There's an old one I found there. This might have been $2, not more than 2 anyway. Here we have issue 22 of the Silver Age Green Lantern. Also that same day I found Green Lantern Green Arrow #4. This reprints the old Neil Adams stories. Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil. I don't mention Captain America comics. I can't remember for sure which one of these I got there. 2 or 3. I'm not sure if I got all of these there or not, but anyway. Captain America 262. Skip that one because I don't think I got it there. But just in case you're curious, it's issue 270. I think I found this one there. Yeah, they had several Captain Americas. I didn't buy them all, but this one I bought because it's considering the Defenders are in it. This is Captain America issue 268. No, I got this one there. I think that's a Mike Zeck cover. And I thought about it, I could have had him sign this. He was at, where was it, Kansas City Comic Con or Planet Comic Con. And then the last 2 years, I was hoping he had some prints of a Shang-Chi, you know, his work on Master of Kung Fu, and he didn't have any. So I didn't bother getting his autograph. This is issue 284. I think I remember when this came out because 50th anniversary issue, 383. Remember my very first Comic-Con, which might have been in, it was either 90 or 91. I went with a friend of mine from work. Remember he bought this one. I think he bought 2 issues of it. He might have gave me 1 copy, I don't remember. Found these. They didn't have okay, didn't have the 3rd one. Mephisto versus the Fantastic Four. In issue 2 we have Mephisto versus X-Factor. And then finally issue 4, Mephisto versus the Avengers. I think issue 3 is Mephisto versus the X-Men. Okay, for this last bunch, I went there, and this might have been these are probably the first comic books I ever bought at Salvation Army. They had a bunch of Swamp Things. Bought quite a bunch of them. I think these were just 50 cents each. You have the first Swamp Thing series, issue 20. You have it's just special they put out. The original Swamp Thing saga, which I think reprints issues 7, 8, and 9. My mistake. Reprints issues 8, 9, and 10. And well, before I show you this one, let me show you this one here. Several issues. And at first I bought this one. I mean, first, yeah, that's right. I went back for this next one here. I'm going to show you. Issue 38, thinking that this was the first appearance of John Constantine. And then I checked my and it turns out actually issue 37 is the first appearance of that. Oh, damn it. So I went back there next day, and fortunately they still had it. And again, for 50 cents, I found one of my holy grails. I've been a John Constantine Hellblazer fan since '88, and I got it. Swamp Thing, issue 37. First appearance of John Constantine for 50 cents. I doubt I'll ever find a comic book deal as good as that. And I also picked up issue 46. Pretty cool. He He's on there with Hawkman, Batman, Phantom Stranger. And another really good issue. Look at all these guys in here. Issue 50. We've got Dr. Fate, Dead Man, Phantom Stranger on horseback there, Swamp Thing on some kind of weird looking monster horse. Who else we got here? Etrigan, the demon. I think that's a Spectre back there. If I remember correctly, this issue also has John Constantine. Maybe Dr. Occult. It has Zatanna and whoever Zatanna's dad is. I can't remember his name. It's a really good issue. These two issues go together, this story. Issue 52 with the Swamp Thing in Gotham. Pretty cool story. Continued in Swamp Thing, issue 53. There he is against Batman. So that's it. Salvation Army Comic Haul. Got some really good deals there. Oh, it's been quite a while since I've seen any comics there. Last comics I saw there was a month or two back. Somebody had an old big plastic tote of Archie comics. Well, at least that long. The Archie comics, and it looked like most of them had the covers torn off, and they wanted $20 for the whole lot. And somebody must have bought them because I went there a week or two later and they were gone. So I guess somebody wanted them. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Catch you next time.